Are you considering a move to Idaho? Well, you're definitely not alone. With the current political climate in many states, people are flocking to places just like Idaho in search of something different. But let me tell you something, no matter how much research you do, most people just aren't going to tell you the whole truth about living in this beautiful state. But fear not, that's exactly what this video is for. We're going to tackle the worst parts about living in Idaho. Now, don't get me wrong, Idaho is a fantastic place to call home, but like anywhere else, it is not without its drawbacks. So let's dive right into it. If you guys are interested in content about living in Idaho or real estate in general, make sure to follow along and subscribe for all of our future videos. First off, let's talk about the weather, okay? Now, if you're a fan of 4 distinct seasons, you'll probably love Idaho. However, the winters can be harsh. We're talking cold temperatures, snowstorms, icy roads, and if you're not accustomed to shoveling snow or driving in winter conditions, it can be quite challenging. For example, today is March 1st, and we are expected to get 6 inches of snow this weekend, and it's been snowing all day. So if snow is not your thing, Idaho might not be the place for you. Another aspect to consider is the rural nature of many areas throughout Idaho. While this might be a selling point for some, it can also mean limited access to certain amenities, like shopping centers, entertainment options, or even healthcare facilities. Now, living in a rural area requires a bit of self-sufficiency and planning ahead. For instance, you're likely to drive a lot more here in Idaho than other metropolitan areas. Putting more miles and wear and tear on your vehicle, it is essential to budget for maintenance and repairs accordingly. Additionally, being in rural areas means you need to be more self-sufficient. If you get stuck on a back road, you might not see another vehicle for quite some time, so it's crucial to know what to do in emergency situations, from having a well-stocked emergency kit in your vehicle or knowing how to handle basic repairs. Now, despite these challenges, living in a rural area also offers a unique sense of freedom and connection to nature that many find rewarding. It's all about embracing the adventure and being prepared for whatever comes your way. Next up, let's talk about the job market. While Idaho is experiencing growth in various sectors, it's not all skyscrapers and corner offices here, folks. So if you're expecting a bustling job market like big cities, you might need to adjust your expectations. Finding a high-paying job opportunity can be a bit more challenging compared to some larger metropolitan areas. This is something to consider, especially if you're relocating for a career advancement. Now let's address the big elephant in the room, the influx of newcomers. Idaho's popularity as a relocation destination has skyrocketed in the recent years. And while this speaks volumes about the state's appeal, it also brings some challenges, like increased traffic, rising home prices, and competition for resources are just a few of the issues that come with rapid growth. Last but not least, let's talk about the cultural differences. If you're moving to Idaho from a more urban and diverse area, you might experience some cultural shock. Idaho has its unique culture and way of life, which may take some time to adjust to, especially if you're accustomed to a faster pace of living. So that's a brief overview of some of the worst parts about living in Idaho. And while these are challenges that exist, in my opinion, they are far outweighed by the countless benefits of calling this state home. Ultimately, it's all about finding the right balance and knowing what to expect when making the move to Idaho. And that's where the expertise of a real estate team comes in handy. Me and my wife run top-notch real estate here in Idaho Falls, and we help hundreds of families buy and sell every single year. Feel free to check out our 280 5-star reviews between Google and Zillow. And if you and your family are looking to make a move to Idaho, feel free to shoot us an email at hello@topnotchid.com, and we're happy to answer any questions or concerns you might have about relocating to our beautiful state.